Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening, comrades and friends, as the party leader would say, because you never know where you are. You must be open and inclusive, comrades and friends. Thank you very much, Clayton, Comrade Clayton, for arranging this very important gathering of people who believe in the future, not just of Jamaica, but in particular of the West. It is important and quite fortuitous that we're having this event today on May 1, because today is May Day. In 1981, after years of work, Montego Bay gained city status on May 1. And the constituency that I am seeking and intend to represent really encompasses much of Montego Bay. The metropolis of Montego Bay really includes the constituencies that Andre will represent, West Central, and what Alan will represent, Northwest. But downtown, the heartbeat of the parish, the city, Montego Bay, is Central. Central also is home to most of the housing stock of this parish, and therefore most of those who work in this parish and in this region. We're talking places like Cornwall Court, built by PNP, Rosemont Garden, built by the PNP, so too Cornwall Garden, Farm Heights, and this is where most of our working class population, upper working class, reside. It therefore means that as the Member of Parliament, my duty will be to speak on behalf of the workers of this parish, not just for those who are in tourism and BPO, which make up much of the economy of Montego Bay, but in general, they represent our civil servants, our teachers, our police officers, those who are in the army, those who are in the fire brigade, or nurses, doctors. They make up what is Central. So the issues for me, as I have been spending time in the constituency over the last 8 months or so, they are very targeted. Issues like land titling for places like Rose Heights and Green Pond, Salt Spring. These people who found it necessary because of the need for housing found themselves in places that needed to be regularized. And whilst there may be a lot of talk in the media about Operation Pride, I will state categorically that Operation Pride helped to settle those people in Rose Heights and elsewhere, and I shall continue that work to settle in more people to ensure they have a piece of this rock. Housing is a major issue, especially for new homeowners in places not just in the suburban areas, but also in the urban areas. I believe it is important that we invest in mixed-use housing opportunities in places like King Street, Barracks Road, Hart Street, to ensure that commercial and residential can operate seamlessly. And we will be investing in that area, particularly starting with King Street and Barracks Road. But more importantly, as we open up places like Salt Spring, housing investment shall be crucial, and I will identify and work towards finalizing a new housing development in that area in the rich tradition of the People's National Party. It is not just about building homes, it is about building communities. And I will tell you today that it is the hardest thing for us to find community spaces to even engage with residents. Just last week, I tried to put on an event where I would have had a town hall meeting. And unfortunately, finding a community space, the one in Farm Heights, has been padlocked for 2 years. There's none in Rose Heights. There's none in Green Pond. And that cannot continue. If we believe in building communities that will cause people to see and believe in the hope of the future of this country, then we must invest in building communities. I will look to build 5 new, whether new or build on, community spaces in places like Green Pond, Rose Heights, Farm Heights, Portobello, because the people deserve it, and we shall answer that call. I heard Andre speak earlier about the issue of transportation, public transportation. Much of the congestion in this city is due to the fact that we do not have an organized transportation system. It is high time that we expand what currently exists, fit for purpose, to ensure that it answers the needs of the people and ensure that we are managing the flow, the in and outflow of people into the city. A congested city means an unproductive city. And because I believe in the future of the city, then productivity is a major component. I will lead that effort to ensure that a new transport center, which is already part of the One Mobe plan, will be dusted off and implemented by the next PNP government. Ladies and gentlemen, I was born here. I live here and I believe in here. This girl, this Bay girl, shall deliver for the people of St. James Central and the people of Montego Bay. I look forward to your support. Thank you.